The medical files of thousands of women continue to be kept in a stranger's storage unit in Brentwood. The patient's former doctor says these records were stolen. Chief investigative reporter Jeremy Finley reports some of the women want their files back.
Thank you. You're so welcome.
An unusual reunion between a Brentwood woman and her medical records delivered to her by a complete stranger.
I appreciate what you've done for me.
Jennifer, who asked we not use her last name, only found out that her medical records were in a stranger's storage unit by watching News 4. How they got here is an odyssey we've been reporting on for months, starting when Kirsten Borgeron and her husband found the thousands of records in a house they were renting from retired doctor Molly Chatterjee. The Borgerons were troubled by what they believe was a lack of security, saying Chatterjee told them to just move them aside, and that neighbors like this woman flipped through them at an estate sale. You've seen these files?
Yes, I have.
So the Borgerons took the records to their storage unit, saying the doctor wasn't keeping them safe. In return, the doctor filed a theft report on the Borgerons. And when the News 4 I-Team reported on this tug of war, two of the patients reached out to Borgeron.
They both messaged me on Facebook and were like, oh my gosh, I think you've got my files.
Now Borgeron is returning the files that, again, the doctor believes were stolen. This patient is thankful.
You've gone above and beyond just out of the goodness of your heart to do this.
She's giving these records back to the patients. Can she do that?
Yeah, she can, actually.
Healthcare attorney Colby Reagan says because Borgeron isn't a doctor or a healthcare provider, she isn't bound by HIPAA rules.
Whether she has a legal right to take the records in the first place, I'm not sure that she does.
I'm so sorry. We had to meet under these circumstances.
Borgeron says she won't stop.
If I can find more women whose files I have, I'd be more than happy to give them back.
Jeremy Finley for the News 4 I-Team.
Wow. Well, once again, our call to Dr. Chatterjee for comment was not returned. The State Department of Health is now investigating a complaint filed into how those records were stored by the doctor.